Hey, good evening, and welcome to George Brendler Field here in Chazy, New York for this Northern Soccer League Division II matchup between the Chazy Eagles and the Seton Catholic Central Knights. Tonight is senior night for the Eagles here at Chazy, so we'll go over these senior players as we get through the evening. But right off the bat, Seton is controlling the ball here. Daleen Willette moves it to the side to Monique Allen. She tries to push it forward. Little clearing mishap there by Caitlin Harvey, and Stephanie Barrier is there for Chazy to move it to the outside. Marin Juno traps it toward the sideline and plays a smart ball off the shins of Willette. Willette gets her head on the throw-in and foul on the play, so it'll be Chazy direct kick. I believe it was a handball call. The officials this evening in the center of the field, Mr. Bayshard. On the near side is Mr. Chase, and on the far side is Mr. Medley. This is Avery Parker taking the direct kick. She launches the ball forward. Pender Bayshard traps it down as she runs toward the 18, being watched by Nadim. Bayshard gets around her, tries to center it. Blocked partially by Mezzacappa. Bayshard moves it. Shot by Campo is blocked. Marin Juno has it. She drops it back. Here is Avery Parker. Parker to the outside for Bayshard. Bayshard with some time. She moves it. Nadim watches. Nadim bounces it off the end line. It's going to be a corner kick early on here, less than a minute and a half in. Chazy earns the first corner. It'll be Marin Juno to take the corner kick. Low ball deflected off the shins of Daleen Willette, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Eagles. Good-looking service gets past. Here's Brooke Stevens looking to get a shot. She turns. It is deflected by Seton, so a third straight corner kick for the Eagles. There's Marin Juno. It's going to be a short ball here to Campo. Campo will serve the ball across. Good-looking ball. Bayshard tries to trap it down. Stevens with a shot. Now Bayshard with a shot toward goal. It's going to trickle wide. And another fourth corner kick in a row for the Eagles. So they've got the Knights pinned inside their own 18. Juno again for the fourth straight time. Good-looking service. Ball bounces in the 18. Stevens traps it down. Shot deflected, but it was a handball. The clock is now stopped, and it will be a penalty kick for the Eagles. And Brooke Stevens, one of the senior captains, was listed or is chosen by Coach Tregan to take the penalty kick here, as we are just 2 minutes and 35 seconds into the game, and goalkeeper Lacey Lapointe for the Knights will try to stop Brooke Stevens on a penalty kick. And Stevens scores. 1-0 Eagles. Stevens, on the earlier meeting this season, she scored 3 goals against these Knights at Seton Catholic. That was the christening, if you will, of their brand new field behind the school. And she's got the Knights' number this year as she scored her 4th goal against them on the penalty kick.
The christening, really, here?
I know, it's a pretty bad joke.
I used to love Brother Raymond Field. I'm sorry they got rid of that and stopped using it.
It was the jewel back in my day that everybody looked forward to playing on the Seton Field under the lights. And now most every school in the area, at least up here in the northern New York, has their own field with lights. So certainly the luster is gone as far as that goes. But Campo controlling the ball for Chazy. She tries to come near side to Marin Juno. Willette was there, but Juno steals the ball from Willette, trying to get past Mezzacappa. Juno does. Juno now into the 18. She's caught from behind. She's yanked a little bit, and clearing it off is Ashley Hanshaw. So another corner kick for the Eagles. They're looking for a short corner play, and they do put the ball in play. Campo has it. Campo got to watch for offsides on those short plays. Nadim clears it away for the Knights. Campo now trying to get past Willette. Campo goes to the end line, cuts it back. Blocked down by Mezzacappa, Grace Mezzacappa. She tries to clear it away. Parker steps up for the Eagles, and then touching that to the side is Allen. Juno for the Eagles now on the near side. Marin Juno cuts it through the legs of through the legs of defender Willett. Willett comes away with the ball. Willett and Juno battling on the near side. Willett moves it forward. Monique Allen has it now. Allen stops, taken away by Parker. Parker had an opportunity, and Nadim stopped that. Now it's Campo to Stevens. Stevens forward to Pender Bayshard, top of the 18. Bayshard gets past Mezzacapa. Shot toward goal, far side, and just wide. And it will be a goal kick for the Knights, as it's all Chazy early on here. And the Knights have had a tough season. Catholics had a tough season this year, rebuilding for them, small squad. Their record coming in 0 wins, 12 losses, and no ties. In the league play, 0-11-0. Chazy's record, 6 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties overall. 6 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties in the league. But they've been on a bit of a slide recently, Chazy has, so they're looking to get off that losing streak. Here's Bayshard, top of the 18. Pender Bayshard tries to get past. Good work there by Ayat Nadim to stop that. And Daleen Willett now has it. She comes near side. Juno badgering her. Willett still with the ball. Willett interior to Julia Pod. Pod tries to go central with it, taken away by Pender Bayshard. Outside to Marin Juno. Juno trying to get past Nadim. Juno does. Cuts it back nicely. Juno now. Square ball to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard trying to get turned back to Juno. Juno inside the 18 back to Bayshard. Bayshard shot towards goal low. Nice stop by Lacey Lapointe, the goalkeeper for Seton Catholic. Lapointe has seen a lot of shots this season. She had 168 saves coming into this game this season, so she was certainly been a busy young lady in the net for Seton Catholic. Ball's across midfield. Taking it away was Harvey, but clearing it back in was Mast for the Knights. As the ball bounces and Pender Bayshard comes to Juno. Juno looking back to Brooke Stevens. Stevens now getting turned. She has pressure from Hanshaw. Hanshaw takes the ball away and clears it out toward the outside. Howell stops it for the Eagles and switches fields. Marin Juno traps it down. Juno takes the ball at Willett and gets past her. Juno still running with the ball down the near side. Juno, top of the 18, rips a shot. Blocked partially there by Mezzacapa. Juno still drops it to Campo. Campo back to Juno on the near side. Juno chips the ball across the 18. Here's Emma Howell with a one-timer. Beautiful goal. Emma Howell with the assist to Marin Juno with 6 minutes and 38 seconds gone in the first half. Beautiful one-time volley by Emma Howell there, and the Eagles take an early 2-0 lead.
Good stuff, Marin Juno. Good work, kid.
All right, ball's back in play. Allen has it for the Knights. She moves the ball forward. Barriers there for Chazy to clear it away. Howell traps it down to the feet of Campo. Campo comes to the near side for Marin Juno. Juno running onto it. She's got Ayat Nadim there. Juno chips the ball past Nadim, and she's away down the near side. Marin Juno cuts the ball in. Nadim does a good job to block that ball, and she takes it to the end line, goes off the end line for the sixth corner kick, I believe, of the match for the Eagles. Should be the 6th corner. And it's going to be Brooke Stevens to take this corner kick.
Hey, when they're in possession, they're in. You're still too deep. We still got to be a little, not right now. You know what I'm talking about? When they're in possession, those are the ones who could be a little higher.
Brooke Stevens, good looking service. Getting her leg on it was Willett, almost an own goal there. She put her hands to her face. No harm. So 7th corner kick for the Eagles here early on, not even 10 minutes in. Stevens with another good-looking ball. That's going to go straight in. Brooke Stevens from the corner. The goalkeeper got her fingers on it. But Stevens with her 2nd goal of the match. And the Eagles have a 3-0 lead.
To say something here, Lee. I'm disappointed in Giroux's poultry here. cutting that Field of Dreams corn here so early.
They did cut it earlier this year than normal. Usually the fields in town are one of the last ones that they cut, but this year a little different. Schedule in the cutting. You're right. Easier to find the ball for sure on those long, hard shots that go past the net. There's a ball leaned forward by Reagan LeBombard. Stephanie Barrier has it. The pass from Turek. Barrier comes to the near side. Marin Juno trying to get there. She'll bounce it off Willette smartly, so it'll be a throw in for the Eagles. So Chazy has 6 seniors on their squad this year, plus the senior timekeeper and PA announcer. So we'll do a brief review of each player here when we get time. Here's Pender Bayshard, one of the senior captains, down this near side. She's stride for stride with LeBombard. She cuts it in, tries for a square ball, blocked by Mezzacappa. Bayshard still hustling after it. Mezzacappa clears it. Aubrey Bayshard will punch it back in. Campo tries to trap it down. She has it taken away by Monique Allen. Now it's free. Stevens had an opportunity, and she tried to be unselfish and get the ball to Pender Bayshard. And Seton was able to clear. Marin Juno now has it, trying to get past Willette. Daleen Willette's been busy out there for the Knights, as she seems to be in the thick of it whenever the Eagles have the ball. Juno now gets past Willette. Willette, with long strides, catches up and takes the ball away. Willette now toward the corner, coming away with it. Daleen Willette, good work by the youngster for Seton Catholic. Bayshard blocks that attempt. Square ball, Brooke Stevens. Brooke Stevens now turning with a quick shot, coming to the near post, but well wide. And it will be a goal kick for the Knights. So we'll start out with senior captain Brooke Stevens. 2 goals tonight. She's a 4-year player here in varsity for the Eagles, and she has career totals of 16 goals now, 9 assists, and 41 career points. She's played midfield and striker for the Eagles over time, and is a valuable player. Excuse me. And a captain this year for Coach Tregan's squad. Goal kick again for the Knights. And there's a familiar face on the Seton Catholic, coaching Seton Catholic this year. Lydia West is one of the assistant coaches for the Knights, as she's certainly done a good work coaching various teams for Chazy, and as an alumnus of the Chazy Eagles program, of course. Marin Juno on the near side, getting past Willette. Juno now chips the ball top of the 18, gets past Campo. Here's Howell with a one-time shot towards goal. Was deflected, and LaPointe makes the save as the ball was spinning rapidly. She made a nice stop to corral that. A slippery ball out there, I think, because you probably would assume the grass is wet.
Today, it was mowed today. I drove by here earlier today, and there was a mower out here.
Grounds crew does a good job, and that's consists of the maintenance and grounds crew here at Chazy Central, not just Mr. Norcross, but the entire crew does a good job keeping this field in tip-top shape. As it won't see any sectional play because sectionals no longer take place on grass pitches in Section 7. Everything is on a turf pitch, so it'll likely see some sectional sectional games, no championship games, I should say, but it'll have sectional quarterfinals, semifinals on this pitch. Juno takes the ball to the end, goes off the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for the Knights. Substitution for Seton, it'll be Grace Trombley checking in, captain for Seton Catholic. I'm unsure what her grade level is. And she's giving Julia Pod a break.
You pointed out something, that each team has a Grace Trombley in the squad. Is that correct?
That is true. Grace Trombley for both teams, both spelled the same way as well, with the EY. As you know, there's several ways to spell Trombley in the North Country. Pender Bayshard cuts it back, chips the ball across. Stevens gets past her. Howell's there. She takes a quick shot toward goal. Deflected partially and scooped up there. Save made by LaPointe. That was partially blocked by Lydia Waba on the far side. Long punt, trapped down by Seton Catholic, Monique Allen. Turek has it for Chazy, and she clears it toward the bench of Seton Catholic. It's not got enough steam to get off the field as Juno blocks Regan LeBombard's clearing attempt, so it'll be a throw in for Seton. Here is Pender Bayshard. Shoulder to shoulder with Bianca Spiegel. Now it's outside to Howell, Emma Howell. Cuts it back, trying to get past Waba on the far side. Waba gets a toe on it, and it's going to be cleared away by the Knights. All the way forward, Forrence couldn't control that ball, and barrier is there for Chazy. She quickly moves the ball forward. Campo, but Campo loses it to Spiegel. Forrence to Trombley. Trombley back to Forrence, or toward Forrence, but Caitlin Harvey is there to clear it away for Chazy. Stevens will trap it down. Stevens comes near side for Juno. Juno and Willette. Willette's going to get there first and clear toward the sideline. It's going to go out of play. And substitutions as we get a couple seniors coming on for the Eagles, and Jocelyn Juno and Callie Schwartz, along with Juliana Nzunza. We'll highlight one of those seniors coming on. It'll be Jocelyn Juno. She's a three-year player for the Eagles. Plays midfield and fullback for the Eagles, and is a spark plug out there when she gets a chance to play. She hustles every time and plays with a lot of heart for the Eagles. She doesn't have any points in her career, so maybe tonight's the night that she cracks that scoreless drought. Foul on the Eagles. It'll be a direct kick for the Knights. And it will be taken by number 10, Bianca Spiegel. As we're about 15 minutes into this first half, it's 3-0 Chazy. That ball is trapped down by Trombley and cleared away by Turek for Chazy. Schwartz traps it down. Marin Juno now has it. Juno has a long dribble, and it's cleared away by Ashley Hanshaw. On the far side, hustling after it's Lily Forrence. Caitlin Harvey is over there watching her. Harvey deflects that pass attempt out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights deep in Chazy territory. This is the deepest I think they've been early on in this match. As that miscommunication there, it will still be a Seton throw as the ball went off an Eagle defender. Spiegel traps the throw-in. She goes to the end line, and it goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick for Chazy. And we'll see who takes the goal kick. I think it'll be Callie Clark to take the goal, the goalkeeper, the sophomore goalkeeper for the Eagles. Chilly night here in mid-October. We're in the 40s, and it's supposed to. There's a freeze warning tonight, so it's going to be dropping now that the sun is down. So Calvin's got his gloves on. He's smarter than me. I still haven't learned my lesson from many years of working alongside him. I did wear a coat tonight. I'm not wearing shorts, so that's a plus. Here's Nzunza. Nzunza on the near side, trying to get past Willette. Nzunza cuts it back. Willette touches the ball away. Good work by both players. Nzunza comes away with it now. She's trying to utilize her speed. She cuts it back to take Willette off her balance. And there is LeBombard. Reagan LeBombard is able to move the ball to Willette, and Willette tries to come forward to Trombley. Grace Trombley now. Peyton Turek badgering her. The ball comes to Jocelyn Juno. Jocelyn Juno playing central midfield with her cousin Marin right now. Lily Forrence continues that ball to Spiegel. Spiegel now leaves it off for Megan Mast on the far side. Mast badgered there and has the ball taken away by Emma Howell. And here's a clearing long ball forward, juggled by Callie Clark. That was Bianca Spiegel with a long ball forward, and following the shot, like any good striker should, was Grace Trombley, and she was almost the benefactor of Callie Clark fumbling that ball. Clark was able to recover. Here's a little pressure from the Knights now. Mast has it. Mast chips the ball forward, blocked down by Harvey for Chazy, and she clears it to midfield. Brooke Stevens continues it to the near side as Juliana Nzunza coming down the near side, hustling hard, long dribble. LeBombard was there for the Knights. Nzunza still battling with Reagan LeBombard. LeBombard clears the ball. Marin Juno picks it up for the Eagles. She takes a long shot toward goal, kind of a knuckler that gave La Pointe a little bit of trouble, but she made the save, and now she'll punt the ball. There's a couple substitutions waiting to come on for the Eagles. Grace Trombley traps that down for Seton. Moves the ball toward Forrence. Forrence drops it back to Spiegel, all the way back to Forrence. Leading scorer this year for the Knights is Lily Forrence, and she's on the far side battling with Stephanie Barrier. Florence chips the ball into the 18. Trombley looked to be offsides, no call as Callie Clark slips on the slick turf. She's able to recover and pick that ball up. There is some speedy dry down, looks like in both goals. So certainly some muddy turf out there, or lack of turf. Long punt beyond midfield. And that's Lydia Waba on the far side. Callie Schwartz is there to take the ball away, one of the senior players for the Eagles. Schwartz comes interior to Marin Juno. She has the ball taken away by Bianca Spiegel. Goes out of play, be a Seton throw-in on the far side in front of the bleachers, as the bleachers are now starting to fill in here on this senior night at George Brendler Field. Substitutions as another senior will check in, two seniors actually. Pender Bayshard will check back in, and Mariah Trahan will make her first appearance of the match for the Eagles, one of the senior players for Chazy. And as well, we have number 16 is Aubrey Bayshard checking back in for the Eagles. As Coach Tregan will no doubt get a lot of playing time for a lot of his players today in preparation for upcoming sectionals. Bianca Spiegel will clear that ball across midfield. Watching it go out of play there was Caitlin Harvey. We'll highlight Caitlin. She's a 4-year player, senior captain for these Eagles. I think she's second-year captain for them. She also is scoreless in her career, although last year she came awful close, I believe it was on senior night, to scoring her first career goal. But she's been a defender her entire high school career and done a very good job back there defensively for the Chazy Eagles. So that is 4-year player Caitlin Harvey. Juliana Nzunza in the midfield. Nzunza leaves it for Marin Juno. Juno tries to give it back to Nzunza. It was a little bit of a heavy touch, and Willette takes it away. Willette now battling with Nzunza. Willette cuts it inside. Marin Juno is there. As the two sevens have been linked at the hip early on in this match, as Juno drops it back to her support and Nzunza. Nzunza forward to Trahan. Trahan couldn't control that heavy ball. It will be a throw-in for the Knights right at midfield. Willette controls the throw-in. She moves the ball forward to Trombley. Trombley continues the ball for Forrence, Lily Forrence, with some space. Good-looking ball to the corner. She's looking for Megan Mast. Mast now chips the ball back into the 18, but Stephanie Barrier was there to clear it for the Eagles. All the way back, it's Bianca Spiegel. Spiegel on the far side, chips the ball forward. Caitlin Harvey was there to stop it for the Eagles. Now her and Mast battle. Harvey goes forward, bounces off Pender Bayshard. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights. As we are under 20 minutes remaining in the first half. 3-0 Chazy and 3 quick goals. 2 by Brooke Stevens, 1 on a penalty kick and 1 directly in off a corner kick. And a beautiful goal by Emma Howell as a substitution. Speaking of Emma Howell, she's going to come off at this point, and Winter Jarris will come into her place. Another senior spotlight for Chazy, we'll talk about Pender Bayshard. She is a 3-year player for the Eagles, largely an outside midfielder and striker. She has career numbers of 4 goals, 8 assists, and 16 points. Pender's got speed, and that's her calling card for this Eagle squad. For her career was lots of speed, and she utilizes that to her advantage in those outside midfielder positions. So number 2, Pender Bayshard. Trombley has the ball on the far side. She cuts it interior. Her crossing attempt was blocked by Aubrey Bayshard. Hobbled her a little bit, and it's going to sting tonight on a cold night when you get hit with that soccer ball. Wet soccer ball and cold flesh is no fun. So it's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Just about a week left to the regular season here, and then the sectionals will start.
Girl tournament isn't even over yet.
No, I know, right? That's going to be a strange thing. It's usually the start of the season. Here's a block on that goal kick right off the bat. Seton with a good opportunity, but Chazy was able to clear it away. But yeah, the Memorial Day tournament, here's a shot towards goal. Seton is putting the pressure on right now. Callie Clark picks it up inside the 6-yard box.
Memorial Day tournament, you said?
Labor Day tournament.
Welcome to Calvin's world.
Right, yeah. So the Labor Day tournament is the opening tournament of the year, and the Frankie Garrow tournament here at Chazy. The boys, Chazy boys, host that tournament, and they had to cancel the championship and consolation game because of inclement weather. It was a steady rain that day, and they didn't want to tear the field up for the whole season. So that championship game, Chazy versus PHS, is going to take place this coming Saturday, October 19th. So Chazy boys have a real tough end of their season. Three games in a row: Saranac Lake, Northern Adirondack, and Plattsburgh High School. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
What you want to do? Well, the time you want to play the tough ones.
You want to avoid the injury bug big time. This time of year certainly. But the 3 straight games, 3 tough games to almost finish against Ausable Valley to finish their season out. But we'll talk about the boys another time. This is a highlight for the girls here today, as Chazy girls are leading the Seton Catholic Central squad 3-0. As you can see on the flag, there's no wind right now. It's been windy all day, but right now the wind has died to just barely a whisper. Pender Bayshard has it for the Eagles. She comes inside. She passes the ball. Here's Jocelyn Juno with a long shot from distance, deflected. Mariah Trahan is in the 18. She's trying to get to it. She was tripped up. The ball now comes to the feet of Bianca Spiegel, and Spiegel chips it away. Harvey misses that one. Now Megan Mast has it. She's trying to transition. Mast pushes the ball forward for Julia Pod, but barrier was there for the Eagles, a sweeper, and she hits it out of play, out of danger, into the Chazy bench. Throw in for the Knights, and it's going to be Dalen Willette. Allen controls the throw, and Allen looks the ball forward. She was looking for Pod and cleared away by barrier. Here's Mariah Trahan. Good ball forward to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard now with some speed on this near side. Long dribble trying to get past Hanshaw. Bayshard has gotten past her. Now she cuts it in. Bayshard shot toward goal, blocked by Mezzacappa. It'll be a corner. No, I think Mr. Bayshard pointed for a goal kick. No, I must have misunderstood. So it will be a corner kick again. 8th corner kick of the match for the Eagles in this first half. Brooke Stevens will take the corner kick. And she did score directly off a corner on her second goal of the match here. Goalkeeper did get her fingers on it. No own goals in high school. The own goals go to the credit to the last player to touch the ball on the scoring team. That's off the head of number 5, Nzunza. Nzunza drops it back to Stevens. Stevens looking to serve again. Good-looking service. Bayshard traps it down. She tries to get a shot off the ball, trickled away. Top of the 18 now. Spiegel was able to clear it for the Knights. Comes to Nzunza. She chips it back in. Blocked nicely by Reagan LeBombard and cleared. Here's Jocelyn Juno punching the ball back in for the Eagles, but blocked again, top of the 18. Winter Jarris chips it forward. Blocked down. Jarris follows it. Hanshaw is there, and she's able to take possession and clear it away for the Knights. Megan Mast on the far side. Harvey got a toe on it. Mast still has it. Mast trying to find Pod. Stepping up nicely was Barrier. Now Barrier hustling back to get to it. She clears it. Peyton Turek will continue it on. It's blocked by Trombley. Pod couldn't control it. Monique Allen to Willette. Willette was to the inside, stopped by Jocelyn Juno, and she comes near side to Juliana Nzunza. Nzunza forward to Trahan. Trahan tried to get the ball to Pender Bayshard, but it was blocked by LeBombard. Now Willette, with Nzunza watching her. Willette chips the ball forward. Grace Trombley has it. She gets past Peyton Turek. Shoulder to shoulder, Peyton Turek and Grace Trombley into the 18. Good work by Aubrey Bayshard to get a foot on that for the Eagles, and then clearing it away was Turek. Trahan now trying to get past Monique Allen. Allen takes it away, and a square ball for Spiegel. Bianca Spiegel turns it up. Chips the ball forward, top of the 18. Grace Trombley shot toward goal. It's a low one, easily picked up by Callie Clark as the Eagles are weathering this night's storm. Callie Clark, top of the 18, and she'll punt that ball away. Good-looking distribution as the ball bounces at midfield. Mezzacappa traps it down, but taking it away was Pender Bayshard. Long dribble. She's trying to get past Lydia Waba on the far side. Coming over was Grace Mezzacapa. Bayshard still has it. Bayshard chips the ball in the middle. Trahan had a great opportunity, just missed her foot. Reagan LeBombard is there, and she's going to clear it away. Stepping up to take it was Nzunza, and Nzunza now trying to take the ball away from LeBombard, and Willette comes away with it for the Knights. Daleen Willette comes to the midfield. Peyton Turek chips it back in, all the way to Pender Bayshard. She traps it down. Hanshaw was there to clear it away for Seton. Mass now hustling after it at midfield, but Harvey was there for Chazy, and she clears it to the sideline. Substitutions as Schwartz, Marin Juno, Emma Howell, and Avery Parker check in for the Eagles, and Lily Forrence back in for Seton Catholic. And so we'll key on Mariah Trahan, as she had just had a wonderful opportunity right at the 6-yard box, and she just couldn't get a foot on it. Another senior player, 2-year player for the Eagles, largely plays a striker position in outside midfield. And no points for her in her career, but boy, she was awful close to her first career goal there for the Eagles. So Mariah Trahan, number 9. Monique Allen comes near side, hits the ball hard. It's going to go out of play. It'll be a Chazy throw, as Marin Juno will take the throw for the Eagles. She throws it in for Callie Schwartz, gets past Schwartz. LeBombard is there. LeBombard trying to control it. Schwartz is there to take it away. LeBombard comes back with it. Now Marin Juno has it. She chips the ball past her defender. Coming over is Hanshaw, and Hanshaw is going to clear it off the sideline. It'll be a Chazy throw with 10 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first half. 3-0 Eagles. Marin Juno, left-footed service. Ball's bouncing. Chest trap down there by Spiegel, and she clears it away. Peyton Turek traps it down for the Eagles. Turek coming to the near side. Marin Juno. Juno traps it, gets past Willette. Juno, good-looking ball across the far post. Howell traps it down. Still time for Emma Howell. Waba is there, and Howell hits it off the end line. It's going to be a goal kick for Seton Catholic. So our last player highlight is going to be Callie Schwartz, number 22. A 2-year player for the Eagles. Callie played a lot more this year than she has in years past. Striker position and outside midfield position for Callie Schwartz. No points for her in her career, but again, a good opportunity tonight as she just misses that low goal kick and cleared away by the Seton defense. So that's number 22, Callie Schwartz. Howell couldn't control that throw-in, and it comes to Brooke Stevens. Stevens outside to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard now, Hanshaw coming over. Bayshard comes in, gets past Hanshaw. Low shot toward goal and just wide as a nice diving save by Lacey Lapointe. Excuse me, substitutions. Gwen Campo and Stephanie Barrier coming back in for the Eagles, as Aubrey Bayshard will come off along with Brooke Stevens. Marin Juno will take the corner. Caitlin Harvey, Callie's her sister. Caitlin comes in. Good-looking service. Harvey trying to get to it. Pender Bayshard got a foot on it, and a big save there by Lacey Lapointe near post.
Emma, keep coming. Caitlin's high.
Good distribution by the goalkeeper as it gets past Forrence. Pod traps it toward the outside. Julia Pod still on the outside trying to get past Caitlin Harvey. She shepherds her to the sideline, goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. There's a nice crowd over there now on this chilly October 16th. Callie Schwartz tries to come interiors, taken away by Pod. Avery Parker will clear it off the sideline. Again, throw in for Seton Catholic, as they've had good pressure here later in this first half. That ball gets all the way back to Barrier, who'll clear it away. The sophomore sweeper for the Eagles. Here's Pender Bayshard getting past Lydia Waba. She has a long dribble. Hanshaw coming over. Good tackle there. That was all ball as Bayshard went over it, but a good tackle by Ashley Hanshaw. Ball goes out of play. It'll be a Chazy throw-in. Waba traps it down, but it comes to the feet of Campo. Campo has her clearing attempt blocked and pushed down the field by Bianca Spiegel, who's done good work back there for Seton Catholic. Barrier again on the spot, and will clear it off the sideline. Throw in for Seton as they have a substitution. This is number 9, Lenka Tardif. Tardif is making her first appearance of the match. She's going to give Daleen Willette a break, and Dalen Willett had a really good first part of the half. She's been busy out there. Here's Allen. She touches the ball forward. Jocelyn Juneau does a good job to get past her defender and take the ball away. Now it's Gwen Campo. Campo toward the midfield line. She's being watched by Bianca Spiegel. Campo gets past her, but Spiegel put enough pressure on her to lose that long dribble, and it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Campo takes the ball back away. She goes to Pender Bayshard. Couldn't control it, and Waba clears it. Hanshaw now to Spiegel. Spiegel all the way forward. Out of play. So throw in for Chazy with 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in this first half. 3-0 Chazy. Halftime, there'll be the seniors will have their presentations. Families will be welcomed on the field and be honor these senior players. We have one more senior that we can't forget to acknowledge, and we'll do that in just a moment here as Pender Bayshard's hustling after this. Lydia Waba's there. Bayshard comes away with a good work by Pender Bayshard. Bayshard with a long shot toward goal, and LaPointe was able to stop that for Seton Catholic. So the last senior we want to recognize is our timekeeper and PA address announcer, Melanie Hers. And Melanie has done this job here at George Brendler Field for several years and does a superior job at it. And she's just a bright young lady and does a good job here at George Brendler Field. So certainly will be a big shoes to fill, whoever takes on that task next year. So it will be a Seton Catholic throw in on the far side. It's going to be Megan Mast to take the throw in. Mast drops it back. Mast again receiving the ball. Cuts to the inside. Mast across top of the 18. Clearing that was Peyton Turek. Does a good job there. Hanshaw now for Seton. Hanshaw comes to the near side. Tardif coming after it along with Turek, and Turek makes the safe play and clears it off the side, yielding the throw in. Monique Allen will take the throw. Trapped down by Tardif. Tardif back to Allen. Her pass back was blocked by Marin Juneau. Juneau moves it forward. Pender Bayshard has it. Bayshard trying to get past LeBombard. Reagan LeBombard was fouled on the play. It bounces back up. No worse for the wear. It's going to be direct kick for Seton right at midfield. It's going to be Bianca Spiegel setting up to take the direct kick. Jocelyn Juneau got a foot on it. Peyton Turek tries to clear it away. Tardif slips on the wet turf, and Marin Juneau chips it across midfield. The ball skips. It's going to go out of play by the Seton bench, and so it'll be a throw-in for the Knights as Reagan LeBombard takes the throw. LeBombard to Monique Allen. She was not able to control the trap, and Pender Bayshard takes it away. Bayshard, good work through that tackle. Bayshard now streaking down the near side. Long dribble. Hanshaw gets a toe on it, and now Hanshaw is able to attempt a clearance. Good hustle by Bayshard to block that partially. Marin Juneau takes it away. Back to Bayshard. Bayshard looks for service. Too close to the goalkeeper. An easy stop for Lacey LaPointe. Shots on the scoreboard say 10-3 in favor of Chazy, or 10-2 rather, in favor of Chazy. Juneau chips the ball forward, looking for Schwartz. Callie Schwartz runs onto it, traps it down. Schwartz chips the ball to the outside of her foot, forward to Emma Howell. Waba was there to clear it away. Schwartz recovers. Schwartz drops it back. Jocelyn Juneau. Juneau to her cousin Marin. Stepping up is Avery Parker. Parker now through the legs of Forrence, but Spiegel was there to take it away. Now Spiegel runs into Parker. Parker is there. She switches fields looking for Marin Juneau. Juneau traps it down to Campo. She tries to do a give and go with Juneau. Juneau pitches it forward to Pender Bayshard. Back to Juneau. Now Juneau on the near side. Tardif's watching her. Juneau shot. One-timer stopped nicely by Lacey LaPointe as the youngster is facing lots of shots as she has all season. In the goal for Seton Catholic. Avery Parker steps up nicely, takes control of that. Now Marin Juneau for Chazy. Juneau to Parker. Parker on the near side, and she's going to take it down this near side. She's stride for stride with Monique Allen. Avery Parker tries to stop the ball, looking for help, and Allen has taken the ball away. Now Parker still looking for help. decides to serve it. Trapped down by Pender Bayshard toward the sideline. Bayshard hustling. She does a smart play and bounces it off Reagan LeBombard for another corner kick. Substitutions, as it'll be Brooke Stevens and Mariah Trahan coming in for Chazy, and Grace Trombley and Daylin Willette for the Knights. So corner kick number 10 or 11 for Chazy. It'll be Marin Juno to take the corner. Marin's grandma, Nana, is the Noreen Barkham is the latest hometown cable supporter. As she had a check for me to present to Mr. Castine this evening, and I know Calvin greatly appreciates the support of all the people that will contribute to this entirely viewer-supported programming for over 40 years here, capturing all kinds of events, from sporting events to political events to town meetings, parades, concerts, plays, you name it. Other points of interest, natural disasters. Calvin's done it all. Here's Marin Juno again on the near side, looks to serve it, blocked by Willette, and another corner kick for the Eagles. So we certainly encourage you to donate if you enjoy the programming. We'll get you the address in a little bit. Good looking ball. The point calls off her defender. Just to wait for the goalkeeper to take control.
Turn. Galen, Stephanie, better be ready here.
That ball is hit toward midfield. Pod comes away with it. She drops it back to Willette. Willette goes interior. Chips it for Spiegel. Spiegel has the ball taken away by Emma Howell. Good work by Emma Howell on the far side. Lydia Waba is there, and Howell and Waba come together. Waba has the ball now. It goes off the sideline for a throw-in. Howell takes the throw. Over Trahan. Trahan hustling after it. Waba is there. Waba's going to clear it off the end line. Another corner kick for the Eagles. Up to 13, I believe. It's an amazing number, really, if you think of it, in the first half. Marin Juno, as there's 10 seconds left. Is she going to get it down and up? I don't know. We'll see. She gets it off. Bounces, and it's going to end the first half with Chazy with a 3-0 lead here at George Brendler Field. Chazy 3, Seton Catholic 0 on this senior night here for Chazy. We'll have Corey Thompson on the PA for this evening, as Corey does a good job announcing the seniors and giving recognition as they're marching over there now to the far corner of the field. And that's where the families for the 6 seniors will gather, and as the seniors are introduced, the varsity boys players will bring them a little goodie bag, or maybe other stuff, flowers perhaps, and recognition. There's posters. Really just a nice tradition here. Most schools have it now. I remember when I played, we didn't have a senior night, but I like it. I think it's a good thing for the recognition as far as that goes, as Mr. Norcross has given Mr. Thompson the thumbs up.
And welcome to George Brendler Field, where we are celebrating senior night for our varsity girls soccer players. Tonight we honor 6 players as they continue to celebrate all of their individual and collective accomplishments over the last 13 years at CCRS. We want to congratulate all of these girls and their families on an outstanding career here at Chazy. And we want to wish them all the best as they are about to embark on the next chapter of their lives. The Chazy community is very proud of all of you. And now let's meet our senior girls. Before we introduce the players, the girls would like to recognize our resident announcer, senior Melanie Hers.
There's the recognition for Melanie Hers, the timekeeper and PA announcer.
Running the clock and announcing at all of our home games over the last 4 years. Thank you for your dedication to your Chazy Eagle. And now let's meet the players. Number 8, senior Mariah Trahan.
Mariah Trahan, number 8.
Joining Mariah,
She is number 9.
Trent and Paula Trahan, along with her brother Trent.
Nice photo opportunity for Mariah and her family. So mom and dad and brother are there. The photographer looks to be Lee Jarvis out there. And Mariah will receive a poster and flowers from one of the senior boys and a photo opportunity there as well. So nice moment for Mariah, number 9.
Our next senior, number 12, Jocelyn Juno.
Number 12, Jocelyn Juno.
Joining Jocelyn are her parents, Bruce and Pam Juno.
And nice opportunity for Jocelyn with photo with her parents. And then she will get also her poster and a bouquet of flowers from one of the senior boys. Kobe Hernandez, I believe, will be doing that. Number 12, Jocelyn Juno.
Our next senior, number 22, Callie Schwartz.
Callie Schwartz.
Joining Callie are mom, Courtney Bullock, stepdad, Chris Bullock, and sister, Annalie Bertrand.
Nice family photo for Callie. And then she receives her bouquet. Number 22, Callie Schwartz.
Our next senior, number 2, Captain Pender Bayshard.
Pender Bayshard.
Joining Pender are her parents, Matt Bayshard and Gina Combs, along with her grandparents, Mike and Sandy Combs.
And an extended family photo for Pender, one of the captains, as we mentioned earlier. Her dad was a player for the Chazy boys team many years ago, Matt Bayshard. As was Mariah Trahan's father, Trent, was a player for Chazy, one of the earlier one of the early teams way back when. Number 2, Pender Bayshard.
Our next senior, number 11, Captain Caitlin Harvey.
Caitlin Harvey.
Joining Caitlin are her parents, Wayne and Darlene Harvey, along with her brother Cole and sisters Callie and Macy.
A nice family photo for Caitlin. She'll receive her bouquet and her poster as well. Number 11, Caitlin Harvey. Her sister, Callie, was a standout player for the Eagles here for some time.
Our next senior, number 20, Captain Brooke Stevens.
Brooke Stevens is the final senior.
Joining Brooke are her parents, Chris Stevens and Stephanie Lauren, along with her brother, Sawyer.
Number 20, Brooke Stevens. Those are your Chazy Eagle seniors for this 2024 season. Class of 2025. As they're calling Melanie in to be in the photo, which is the right thing to do, because as Mr. Thompson mentioned, she's a 4-year player, if you will, on the time clock and with the PA announcing here. And she does basketball as well, so she's certainly a committed sports fan and an integral part of athletics here at Chazy as well. And we're back here with second half action at George Brendler Field. Chazy holds a 3-0 lead over Seton Catholic in this Northern Soccer League Division II matchup as the season's nearing a close. A couple games left for each team as we head on. Ooh, that was a awkward fall by Willette on the far side. She had a good first half for the Knights. Good defensive work over there. And here's Chazy taking the ball away. I think it's Campo on the far side. Gwen Campo cuts it back. Good defensive effort there, cleared away. Campo now regaining control from Willette. Campo top of the 18 in a 4 Seton Knights around her. She wasn't able to maintain possession. And Willette comes away. Here's Marin Juno now coming back for Chazy. She tried to chip the ball past the defender and run onto it, but it was blocked nicely by Lydia Waba. Waba throws it in now. Willette couldn't control that throw, and now it would be a Chazy throw. So we had a nice halftime recognition of the seniors for Chazy on this chilly evening. Pender Bayshard tries to control that. Waba is there to clear it away. Pod drops it back to Willette. Willette has it taken away by Campo. Now Monique Allen, long dribble. Campo gets a foot on it. Allen still has it, and she tries to move it forward to Pod, and clearing that away for Chazy was Peyton Turek. Waba now. Chazy's a little bit slow off the bat here in the second half. And get their legs. They had that long break at halftime and standing around not doing much else. Chill up pretty quick. Here's Campo, an opportunity top of the 18. Good work defensively by number 2, it looks like, who is Monique Allen. She blocked that opportunity for Campo. It's going to be a Chazy throw as Howell's going to take the throw on the near side. Brooke Stevens traps it down top of the 18. Stevens trying to get turned. Hanshaw does a nice job, takes the ball away for Seton as the ball is cleared out of play. As Caitlin Harvey will throw it in quickly for Emma Howell. Howell, high thigh trap, gets past her. Nadim is there. Ayat Nadim. Howell gets past her. Crossing attempt. Pender Bayshard traps it down. Bayshard top of the 18. Brooke Stevens now takes a dribble. Block. Her shot was blocked there by Dalen Willette. And saving it from going out of play were the defense of the Knights. That was Mezzacapa. There's a shot toward goal, but it's wide across the goal mouth. Excuse me, Emma Howell back toward the top of the 18. Campo couldn't trap it down. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles as Emma Howell will take this throw-in again. Howell trapped down by Campo. Campo goes to the end line. It's going to go out of play. It'll be a goal kick for the Knights. I believe the teams play 14, maybe 14 league matches. So that would mean there's 3 more after this, 2 more after this. We can only play 16, I think, league and non-league in a season before you hit playoff or sectionals. This is Forrence trying to keep the ball in play. Lily Forrence, as I mentioned, she's the leading scorer for the Knights, although they really haven't put a lot of points on the board this year. She's got 2 goals and an assist. So she has half the goals that the Knights have scored this season as they come in with a goal for differential of 4 goals for, 52 goals against. So they've really had a struggled season this Seton team. Top of the 18, Marin Juno has it for the Eagles. She frees herself, looks for a shot, hard shot toward near post, but it was wide. As Lacey Lapointe will set the ball for the goal kick. And Zunza traps that goal kick down. Now it's Pender Bayshard trying to get to it. She switches fields for Marin Juno. Juno traps it down. Goes to the inside by past Waba. Hanshaw tried to stop her. Still Juno. Juno cuts it back, frees herself. Top of the 18. Nobody is there. It was away from Campo. And then clearing that for the defense was Megan Mast. Now it's Nzunza. Nzunza, square ball looking for Campo. Spiegel got a foot on that as well. It's Nadim and Nzunza come together. It goes off the end line for another goal kick. Lapointe decides to switch sides of the 6. It goes past Willette. Marin Juno is there for the Eagles. Juno tries to get turned, but Willette does a good job and takes that ball away. Daylin Willette. Just across midfield for Pod. Pod tries to come interior to Florence, but it was stopped and cleared away by Bayshard, Aubrey Bayshard. Now it is Pender Bayshard on the far side. Takes a long dribble, gets past her mark. Pender Bayshard takes it to the end line. Hanshaw coming over Bayshard, chips it across the face of the goal, and Nzunza shoots it, deflected in by Brooke Stevens, and that's a hat trick for Brooke Stevens as she scores her third with the assist going to Juliana Nzunza. So that goal came exactly 6 minutes into the second half, and that's back-to-back matches against Seton that Brooke Stevens has scored a hat trick. So 6 goals this season for the senior against this Seton squad. Number 20, Brooke Stevens, as she has the ball right now at midfield. Comes to the near side, trapped down by Nzunza. Stevens now chips the ball, looking to switch fields somewhat. Now bounces top of the 18. Grace Mezzacapa drops it back. Juno was there trying to poach that ball, but Waba did a good job to gain possession. Pod is tripped up from behind by Peyton Turek, so it'll be a direct kick for Seton. As they haven't really ventured much into Chazy territory here in the second half. That was Bianca Spiegel. Trapped down by Jocelyn Juno. She traps it all the way back to Turek. Turek up the near side. Pender Bayshard was trying to get to it for Chazy. Juno throws it in, slips out of her hand, goes off the shoulder of Willette. Ball's now middle of the park. Florence, square ball looking for Pod. Pod overran it. Marin Juno has it, chips it down the far side. Hustling after it is the defense of Grace Mezzacapa. She has a long dribbles taken away by Stevens. Stevens going to the corner looking for Pender Bayshard. Bayshard trying to get past Lydia Waba. She bounces the ball off her. Or no, she didn't. It goes off the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Knights. Just trying to think how many years ago the merger of MAI and St. John's took place and created Seton Catholic Central. It's got to be
About 89 or so.
Yeah, I was going to say right around the year of 1990, so 89 makes sense. Well, those were two powerful schools back in the day, St. John's and Mount Assumption Institute, yeah. MAI. And Seton Catholic for many years was really top-notch as well, with lots of sporting programs. Football was strong, hockey was strong, soccer was strong, And here's a chance for Nzunza. She frees herself near the penalty area. Good work by Reagan LeBombard to chip that away for the Knights, and then clearing it away was Mast. But as parochial schools have seen, across the nation, enrollment is way down, and as such, the number of students to choose from have really dwindled, and so now their athletic programs aren't as strong as they once were. Here's Marin Juno with a shot, and it's picked up easily by Lacey Lapointe.
Susie Pazer was the first goalie for that first Seton Catholic team, and they had a heck of a team back then.
Yes, for sure.
And her mother served good Michigans down below, too.
There you go. Here's Pender Bayshard trying to break through the defense. Mazzacapa was there. Bayshard takes the ball back, drops it looking for Juno. But Willette is there, thorn in her side all night. And substitutions as Winter Jarris and Aubrey Bayshard will check back in. These cold nights can lend to muscle injuries as well, so that's something that stretching is very important for these young ladies before they go back in. Certainly after the match tonight, they're going to want to take a nice warm shower, relax those muscles. But yeah, cold nights like this can lead to muscle injuries, and that's an unfortunate event that may happen. We hope not. But here's Pender Bayshard across the face of the goal. Reagan LeBombard will clear it away for the Knights. Caitlin Harvey now has it. Harvey, long dribble, being pressured by Mast. Mast comes away with it. Aubrey Bayshard has it. She'll drop it all the way back to Avery Parker, who's now sweeping. Oh, Parker clears it off the face of number 12, Julia Pod. Parker, again, trapping Parker. Does a good job and allows that ball to go out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. That goes off from Campo, so it will be a Knights throw as Mast will take the throw in. Spiegel has the ball fighting with Campo there. Good shoulder-to-shoulder battle. Spiegel comes away with it. And Parker was there to clear it away for the Eagles. So throw in for the Knights on the near side. Megan Mast cuts it inside, gets past Winter Jarris, across top of the 18. Juno stops it. Monique Allen is there. Coming over to help is Peyton Turek. Jocelyn Juno and Turek battling hard. Turek clears it eventually. Hanshaw now chips it back in. Blocked down by Parker. Here's an opportunity. Willette. Parker hustles to get back and get a foot in the way. Good work by Avery Parker. Daylin Willette will now clear the ball back. Campo has it for Chazy. She mishits it, and Marin Juno will clear it away. So dangerous opportunity there as Chazy's able to weather the storm from the Knights. Ashley Hanshaw again. Mast couldn't control that. Harvey rather. Forward to Jarris. Jarris across midfield. Hanshaw chips it back in. Now it's Lily Florence battling with Caitlin Harvey. Florence has the ball cleared away by Jocelyn Juno. Out of play, it'll be a Knight throw in front of their own bench. Megan Mast, one of the captains, throws that ball back in. Spiegel has it taken away by Campo, and now it's Stevens switching fields for Marin Juno. Lots of room for her on that far side. Juno with a long ball forward for Pender Bayshard. Bayshard utilizing the speed. She gets past Mazzacapa, a little bit of a break. Bayshard shot toward goal. A nice save by Lacey Lapointe. That's Pender Bayshard utilizing her speed at a partial breakaway there. Couldn't squeak the ball past the goalkeeper of the Knights. Willette and Juno battling number 7s over there on the far side. Julia Pod now has it. Pod watched by Turek. Comes to the inside. Aubrey Bayshard will clear it away for the Eagles and give up the throw-in with 26:40 remaining in regulation, a 4-0 lead for Chazy. Campo moves the ball forward to Bayshard. She tried to one-time it to Stevens, but it was behind Stevens, and clearing that away was Reagan LeBombard. There's Turek. Ball is forward, and once again, Pender Bayshard tries to chip it past her mark. She uses her support in Campo. Campo goes outside to Juno. Marin Juno on the outside. She chips the ball forward for Bayshard. Pender Bayshard into the 18. Mezzacapa is there. Bayshard with a high shot over the net. And a good opportunity for the Eagles again as they're pressuring. As substitutions, Grace Trombley checks back in for Seton and Stephanie Barrier for Chazy. Short goal kick. Campo got a foot on it, chips it back into the 18, and Lacey Lapointe will pick it back up. This time she'll punt it away. As that punt comes to Allen, but Jocelyn Juno was there. She couldn't control it. Pod chips it back to Allen. Allen now to Willette. Willette forward, looking for Pod off the back of her heel. Pod drops it back for Trombley. She's being watched and badgered there by Campo. Ball comes and Winder Jarris intercepts, but picking it up from her was Megan Mast. Mast and Jarris battling on the near side. Mast cuts it back. Square ball looking for Trombley, but Campo was there to provide some defensive effort, and it goes across midfield line. It's going to be a throw-in for Seton Catholic, and it will be Megan Mast, or will it be Reagan LeBombard? Or it will be Megan Mast to take the throw. Trombley drops it back to Mast. Mast, good-looking ball, square to Allen. Monique Allen with space. Juno coming to pick up the area between, but Parker blocked that, and now it's Hanshaw. She pushes the ball forward, cleared away by Turek. Monique Allen now has it. Stepping up was Campo. Allen still got the ball away. Forrence to the outside for Mast. Mast back to Forrence, or top of the 18. She tried to get a shot off. It was deflected, so it's going to be a corner kick for the Knights. This will be their first corner kick of the match. Megan Mast will set up to take it. Or excuse me, Lily Forrence will set up to take it. Good-looking service by Forrence off the head of Parker, and Callie Clark had to make a save there. She was kind of wrong-footed on that play. She reached out with her hand and grabbed the ball. That was a real good opportunity for Seton. Chazy was able to avoid that scoring opportunity. Marin Juno trying to control it at midfield. Hanshaw was there. Now clearing that is Campo. Gets past the defender, Waba. Brooke Stevens hustling to get there. Mezzacapa tries to clear it. Pender Bayshard hustling over. Willette is there. Ball's still in play as Pender Bayshard has it. She goes interior looking for Stevens. Stevens hustling to get after it. Stevens falls down in the 18. Hanshaw was there, and coming off her line to grab it was Lapointe. I think it's a good no call on that. It just looked like Stevens lost her balance. Campo now off from Juno. Campo long dribble, and Mezzacapa tries to clear it. Goes off the side of her foot. Near side, Mast as she hits it to midfield. Harvey mishits it, but it luckily bounces to Jocelyn Juno. Juno pushes the ball looking for her cousin on the far side, Marin Juno. Marin comes away with it as she deflects the Monique Allen clearance. And now it's Pender Bayshard hustling after. She's trying to split the defenders. Hands all over her from Waba. No call, as that could have easily been a penalty. But the official let it go. Marin Juno now trying to get past Willette, and she does. Juno on the far side. Juno chips it forward. Falls to Stevens, top of the 18. Stevens left-footed shot towards goal. Off the upright, and clearing it away was Hanshaw. Stevens was looking for her fourth. Jocelyn Juno, good work trapping that ball away from, tackling the ball away rather from Trombley. Juno chips the ball across top of the 18. There's Marin Juno with a shot toward goal, parried away by Lacey Lapointe, as that's going to give up another corner kick. Substitutions as Bianca Spiegel will come back in, Callie Schwartz and Mariah Trahan. 21:45, 14th corner kick, or 15th rather, for the Eagles this match. They've capitalized on one. Marin Juno takes the corner. Willette gets a her leg on it and clears it out. Stevens gets a foot on it. Now it's Avery Parker going around the outside. Willette and Parker. Willette comes away with it as Parker's crossing attempt was blocked defensively as well. Now here's transition as Forrence is trying to get past and does. Gets past Turek. Forrence. Good work by Stephanie Barrier to take the ball away from Forrence. Forrence comes near side. Bianca Spiegel now has it. Spiegel gets turned on Jarris, and Barrier again gets a foot in there. And the ball is going toward the sideline and out. It'll be a Seton throw in as Bianca Spiegel throws it in quickly. Allen has it. She cuts back to free herself from Jarris. Allen now forward to Forrence. Forrence, nice little heel kick to Tremblay, but Barrier one more time was there to clear it away. Good work by Stephanie Barrier back there defensively. A bad trap by Monique Allen gives possession away to Chazy, and substitutions as Nzunza and Howell will come in for the Eagles.
Pender, stay in the middle of the rope now. I'll get you on the right side soon.
Be a throw in for the Knights, and it's going to be Spiegel with a throw. Allen controls it, drops it back for Spiegel. In the way was Schwartz, and Schwartz takes it away. She goes central to Pender Bayshard. Bayshard dribbling away toward midfield. Long dribble, and she collides hard with Reagan LeBombard. And a foul again on Bayshard, and Mr. Bayshard, not related, I don't think. Maybe somewhere down the line, who knows. He tells Pender to keep control of her body. And as the ball comes in from the ball boy Ross. Ball from Spiegel. Looked like it was handled, but not called. Collision there between Howell and Spiegel, and Howell gets possession on the throw. Howell throws it in, looking for Schwartz. He traps it down, but Bianca Spiegel is there to take it away. Stepping up to block that pass was Stevens, Brooke Stevens now. She looks to switch fields, going to the far side for Nzunza, but there's that Daylin Willette again over there. She's done a fabulous job defensively for the Knights. Here's Pender Bayshard trying to get past the defense. Good work by Lydia Waba to stop that. On the far side is Nzunza trying to get past Willette. Long ball to the corner. Coming over was Waba, but Nzunza blocks the clearance. Nzunza now tries to chip it across, but is too close to the goalkeeper, and LaPointe comes to take possession of it. Let's see, they've got 10 saves on the board for Lacey LaPointe. Saves are very subjective. That, for instance, was not a save because if she wasn't there, the ball wasn't going to go directly into the net. But that's one of those things that is tough to keep track of and tough to really have leaders for, like section league leaders, that sort of thing, because it is such a subjective stat. It's all depends on the impression of the scorekeeper, whether or not it's a save or not, and that can lead to some hard feelings sometimes. So on the far side, the ball's out of play. It's going to be a Seton throw-in. Willette will take the throw quickly. She gets it in to Tremblay. Tremblay back to Willette. There is Barrier to punch it off the sideline for another throw-in for Seton. Monique Allen controls it off the throw-in. Peyton Turek gets a foot on it, goes out of play again. Another throw-in. Just slows down the pace of the game. Monique Allen controls the throw-in. Pender Bayshard then steals the ball from her, and now transition for the Eagles as Bayshard and Trahan come across midfield. Bayshard with a long dribble trying to get past Waba, and Mezzacapa is there. Bayshard comes away with it as the ball bounces off for a clearing attempt. Pender Bayshard shot toward goal over the goalkeeper, but just wide of the far post. Good idea. It sounds like we got a helicopter going over. Sounds like a helicopter going over. Substitutions as Gwen Campo and Jocelyn Juno come back in for the Eagles. As Pender Bayshard looks with a grimace on her face coming off the field, so hopefully she's not injured. Howell traps that down. Battling hard, Howell and Campo. Howell back to Campo, but getting her foot in the way was Allen. Now Stevens decides to switch fields all the way over for Nzunza. Nzunza trying to get past Lydia Waba. Cuts it back. Mazzacapa mishits it, and there's the chopper flying over the cornfields as it's headed toward the border. And the goal kick, I guess, we thought it was a corner, but goal kick it is. As Willette tries to control the goal kick, she's being watched by Nzunza. Willette comes away with it. Willette now, more interior. And here's Julia Pod. She chips it past Barrier. Now Pod down the far side. Barrier and Pod hustling. Pod still with the ball. Barrier trying to get a ball away from her. Pod drops it back. And then clearing that away was Peyton Turek. So good transition there for Seton as Mast will check back in. 15:30 remaining in regulation. 4-0 Chazy. As Julia Pod will come off. Good work out there for number 12. Here is Mariah Trahan hustling after this for Chazy. Bianca Spiegel has it. Trahan still working hard. Spiegel chips the ball forward. Harvey will move it toward the sideline. Howell saves it. Howell drops it back to Harvey. Harvey wasn't expecting that, but she's still there to clear it away. Campo now goes in between the legs of Spiegel. Spiegel tries to recover. Campo blocks that clearing attempt. Here's LeBombard, chips the ball forward for Mast. Mast to Florence. Florence gets turned on her defender. Florence stops the ball, checks back, top of the 18, left-footed cross across the top of the 18, and Nzunza does a good job to get a foot on it and clear it away. Hanshaw now moves the ball back into the 18, coming off her line, Callie Clark, and she'll scoop that up for the Eagles. As that ball comes across midfield, Schwartz off the face of Trahan. Trahan still battling hard. Trahan now leaves it for Howell. Howell and LeBombard. Howell cuts it back, stops LeBombard. LeBombard gets a foot on it and clears it. Now it's Campo. Campo turns, looking back for Howell. Goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Seton as Mast will take the throw-in. And Harvey clears it off. Again, throw-in for the Knights. Florence traps that down. Harvey is there. She clears it toward midfield. Allen couldn't control that. Nzunza and Willette. Willette coming away with it. Trips over the ball. Still regains her possession. Nzunza being a thorn in her side. And then Turek clears that away. It's going to go out of play. It'll be a Seton throw again on the far side. A couple substitutions waiting to come on for Chazy. That ball is chipped toward the middle. Trahan coming after it. Waba clears it. Brooke Stevens traps it down. Stevens past Allen. Stevens now steps over. Coming toward the 18. Brooke Stevens still tries to serve it. Blocked by Hanshaw, and Waba will clear it away. Grace Trombley now has it. She comes to Florence. Florence couldn't control it. Harvey is hustling after it. Harvey with Florence on her back uses her support and barrier. She hits it across midfield. And the ball is cleared toward midfield. Howell traps it down. Oh, and puts it off the face of Reagan LeBombard. That does not feel good, folks. Guarantee you. There's Mast. The ball goes out of play, and we'll see. It's going to be a Seton throw. So it will be a throw-in for Seton Catholic. No substitution allowed yet. Mast will take the throw. Just under 12 minutes to go in regulation. Florence saves the ball from going out. Florence now looking for Trombley. Jocelyn Juneau clears that away. Now it's Caitlin Harvey. She hits it off the sideline. And again, Seton throw-in. Mast Throws it again, and clearing that away was Harvey toward midfield. Mezzacappa gets a foot on it. Comes to the near side. Mast, good-looking ball forward. 4-inch chipstick. Trombley has an opportunity, but Jocelyn Juno was there to clear it away. Callie Schwartz now moves it toward Nzunza on the far side. Willette is there for Seton. Willette, those long legs, she moves it back to Hanshaw, who gives it back to Willette. And then clearing that away was Peyton Turek. Going to go out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Seton again. As Chazy has 4 subs now waiting to get back on the field. That ball is thrown in. Willette being watched there by Schwartz. Schwartz comes away with the ball for Chazy. Takes a long dribble. Hanshaw will clear it away, and now we'll have the Chazy substitutions. And here we are, Calvin. We have both Grace Trombleys on the field, one on each team. Kira Davis checking in for the Eagles. Grace Trombley, Katie Rivera, and Pender Bayshard. So there's some new faces on the field for the Eagles, which is nice. Shifting some players around, Caitlin Harvey is now going to be a striker as she tries to get her first career goal. As we're waiting for the throw, and it'll be a Chazy throw. It'll be Grace Trombley, Eagle Grace Trombley, to take the throw. As the ball slipped out of her hand. It's a slick. He's going to give her a chance to throw it. That was not an illegal throw. It just slipped out of her hand as she attempted. And maybe this, somebody else will try. It'll be Katie Rivera to take the throw in now.
Besides a slippery ball and the cold fingers.
Yeah, exactly. A number of these young ladies have said they couldn't feel their toes as they're waiting to check into the game. So a direct kick here now for Seton. So you got to learn some of these new numbers out there for the Eagles, as I'm not used to them. But that's good news. Stephanie Barrier clears that away. Now it's Jocelyn Juno to launch it out of play for a throw-in for Seton Catholic. Substitutions is Julia Pod, Ayat Nadim, and then number 15, Ava Bedard, will check in for the Eagles. Juliana Nzunza will come off, and Grace Trombley for Seton will come off. So now we have just one Grace Trombley on the field. So makes my job a lot easier. Although having 2 for the price of 1 is easy too. You only have to remember 1 name for 2 girls. It's not a bad thing either. Ball comes to Hanshaw. Ashley Hanshaw comes near side. Callie Schwartz gets a knee on it. Megan Mass now on the near side. Schwartz battling hard. Mass cuts to the inside. Schwartz still trying to catch up to her. Now Barrier does a good job to dispossess. Barrier looking for Kira Davis. Kira Davis hustling after that on the near side. Davis blocks that clearing attempt. Nadim has her shot blocked by Bedard. And Caitlin Harvey with a long ball forward. Mezzacappa chips it back across midfield. Kira Davis traps it down. Now it's Caitlin Harvey again. Harvey trying to beat her mark and Ayat Nadim. Harvey on the near side. She gets past Nadim. Can she hustle to save her from going out of play? She does. Coming over is Mezzacappa. She and Harvey are battling for it. Harvey comes away with it. She kicks the ball toward the 18. Mariah Trahan now has it in the 18. She tries to get turned. Hanshaw was there. Drops back. Kira Davis steps up. She chips the ball forward to Harvey. Harvey traps it down. Square ball across the top of the 18. Grace Trombley was looking for it, but offsides was the call. As the ball will be coming back forward. Don't know who was offsides, but one of the Eagles was offsides. So it'll be indirect kick for Seton Catholic. As they're moving the ball to the near side, I guess. It's going to be Grace Mezzacappa to take the indirect kick. And is moving the back now to line up with Mr. Medley, who made the call on the far side. And the ball is back in play. Long touch by Spiegel. She hustles to save it. Good work by Bianca Spiegel. Callie Schwartz tries to find Davis, but it goes out of play. And a throw-in for the Knights is Mast. Schwartz intercepts that. Goes out of play again. Seton throw-in. It will be a throw-in. Mast is looking for the ball, and she's got it from Ross. Ball is in play. Forrence lets the ball go by her. Schwartz is now chasing her down. Forrence chips the ball looking for Pod, and we're hustling back there was Rivera, or excuse me, Rivera. She got a foot on it, and here is Rivera clearing it away. Punched back in by Allen. Pod tries to control it, and then Jocelyn Juno does a good job to clear it for the Eagles. Pender Bayshard now. Ashley Hanshaw watching her. Bayshard trying to free herself. Bayshard trying to split the defenders and does. Breakaway. Pender Bayshard into the 18, and she scored. No! Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Holy moly, the ball goes off the upright, and she was there for it. Couldn't control it as she overran it. What an opportunity for the senior. She's a bit dejected now as she's walking back toward the top of the 18. But good opportunity for Pender Bayshard to score here. Not really sure what's going on. Substitution, I guess. Campo came in, and they didn't wait for the whistle. Mr. Bayshard gives the whistle now so they can go as Kira Davis makes the throw-in. Trahan traps it back to Schwartz. She goes interior to Jocelyn Juno. Schwartz now again switching fields looking for Grace Tremblay. Willette to Allen. Tremblay is over there now. Tremblay gets the ball away from Willette. Grace Tremblay on the far side. Waba gets a foot on it. Tremblay and Waba battling hard. Tremblay still coming away with the ball. Waba there. And Rivera chips the ball forward. It's going to go too far off the end line for a goal kick for the Knights. With 5 minutes to go in regulation. Substitution as Reagan LeBombard will come on for the Knights to take off Nadim. And a goal kick here for the Knights as it'll be LaPointe to take the goal kick. Monique Allen couldn't control it. That was Bedard unable to get to it for the Eagles, and it's cleared away. Mast coming over. Campo is there. Campo through the legs of Mast, and here's Spiegel. She chips the ball forward, and we got a 2-on-1 as Pod, but a good work there by number 13 for the Eagles, Katie Rivera, to play the body a little bit. A strong play by the defensive substitution for the Eagles. Harvey traps it down. Davis kicks it forward, and LeBombard off the heels of Mast, and then cleared away. Jocelyn Juno traps it down for Chazy. She moves it forward to Ava Bedard. Bedard tried to get it to Tremblay. Willette took it away, and now chipping it forward for the Eagles was Rivera. Here's Pender Bayshard again. She's looking to get another breakaway. Partial breakaway. Mezzacappa's on her back. Bayshard looking for help. Bayshard now cuts it back to get past Mezzacappa. There was a defender that was LeBombard clearing it away, and now it's Spiegel out of danger to midfield. Forrence has the ball taken away by Schwartz. Good work by Callie Schwartz. She hustles and she does a good job saving it. Now it's Campo. Campo clears the ball off from Forrence. It'll be a Chazy throw-in right in front of the press box. Kara Davis will take the throw-in. Oh, he wants to move her back a little bit. Still being moved back. And Davis throws it in to Harvey. Harvey couldn't control it and cleared away by LeBombard. Forrence tries to trap it down. She's watched by Campo. Campo, I think, is sweeping, but she's playing a little aggressive for a sweeper. And then good work by Jocelyn Juno to clear that ball away. Mast throws it in. Trapped down by Forrence. Good work by Callie Schwartz again to take the ball away. Good, excellent work by the senior Schwartz back there defensively. Mast takes it away Forrence from away. Chips the ball across. Willette gets her foot on it. Pod is there. Willette again. Pod shoots. Saved by, no, and it's in. Callie Clark got a hand on it, but could not stop it. The goal scored by Julia Pod for Seton Catholic with 2 minutes and 27 seconds remaining as Seton breaks the shutout. That's going to be Pod from Willette.
Caitlin, touch it to Pender on the kickoff. Touch it to Pender on the kickoff. Pender, Caitlin will touch it to you and then go ahead.
Now, Kelly Clark got a hand on it, but she couldn't control it, and that was a point-blank shot by Julia Pod. It would be her second goal of the season for number 12. There's Spiegel. Trombley trying to control that. Here's the goal scorer, Pod. She hits the ball forward. Rivera's there to clear it away for Chazy. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights on the far side. 4-1, Chazy leads. Monique Allen has it. As the NFHS camera is going crazy right now as the ball boy's tossing the ball directly in front of it. So that will attract the camera, certainly. It won't trick Calvin, though. Here is Mast. She moves it forward. Here's Pod again. Pod has the ball cleared away by Campo. Trahan passing the ball for Bayshard. Clearing it away is Grace Mezzacapa. Grace Trombley tries to control it. Willette clears it away. Now it is on the far side. That was Rivera. Here's Bayshard one more time trying to split the defense. Good work by the defense to stop that effort. Monique Allen, she's stopped by Jocelyn Juno, and now Hanshaw will chip it back forward. Forrence traps it down. Forrence to Mast. Pod is open on the far side. Mast takes it down the near side. Schwartz is hustling to get there. Campo gets a foot on it, knocks it out of the 18. Bianca Spiegel traps it away. Kira Davis punches it in the middle. Jocelyn Juno using her strength to clear that ball away. Now it's Kira Davis trapping it down. Davis. Spiegel now bounces the ball off Davis. Biddard tries to get to it. It's cleared away by Spiegel. Now here's Pod coming to the near side. Mast chips the ball forward. Coming off her line will be Clark as she'll make the easy stop there. As we are down under 30 seconds to go on this senior night here in Chazy, it looks like Chazy's going to come away with a 4-1 victory. Lydia Waba clears that beyond midfield. Ava Bedard traps it down, taken away by Willette. Now it's Grace Trombley on the far side. Trombley hustling after Willette. And the countdown is on. And that will do it here from George Brendler Field. Final score, Chazy 4, Seton Catholic 1. I hope you enjoyed this Hometown Cable production. If you do, please send a donation. Hometown Cable is entirely viewer supported, as they have been for the past 40 plus years. So please send your check to Hometown Cable.
1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919.
And don't be afraid to make it 6 or 8 digits. You know, that'd be okay. That's fine.
Never sent any back.
No, that's right. Again, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Calvin Castan on the camera. I'm Lee Barcombe, and we enjoyed having you along for the ride.